Homestead was where the trucks ended it off last season and the seasons prior, but this time it is the third to last race. So got two more after tonight, but it will probably set the stage for the championship battle. On the pole for today's event is Carter Joey to his outside, is runner-up at Talladega Foster Henderson. Third is Chris Reynolds. Fourth is Landon Smith Jr. As the top 5 points leader, William Brock. Rest of the qualifying order on the left side of the screen. Mitchell Collins starts way back of the pack in 27th, while his points rival William Brock starts up front. So we'll have to see how this race plays out. Will Brock stay up front, or will he fall back? Green flag is out. We're a race and Homestead. It'll be a side-by-side battle to lead the lap, but the 51 checks up big time on the inside. That'll give Carter Joey a clear path to lead lap number 1. And a big checkup from basically the entire inside. Landon Smith Jr. trying for second, but he does not get it. Foster Henderson just sits there in second. He is looking for an opportunity to pounce. Now Smith Jr. trying to go to the inside. But already you're seeing there's not that much grip down there. So possibly a day where it's a bit hard to pass at Homestead, but still possible. So Joey continues to lead. Where is the 41? He still resides back in the pack. So that'll be troubling for him as Brock in front. It's a side-by-side battle now for third with Joshua Harrison and Landon Smith Jr. They battle it out. But it's the 21 who's been pushed outside. Not anymore. He finds his way back down. And Landon Smith Jr. now going for second. It's all behind in the 98 of Carter Joey. He still leads. At Homestead, he has led every lap. Smith Jr. looking to take third away. Paul Jackson, last race's winner, now on the inside, trying to move up some spots. See, it's fairly easy to get down low at Homestead after getting pushed up high. As we'll see if Brock will be able to do it here. So basically, like, if you're in the front, you're going to stay up there. If you're in the back, you're going to stay back there. And Mitchell Collins, basically, not a fast time in qualifying. He is basically stuck in the back here. Unless he can get some long run speed, perhaps. William Brock is going to cruise to an easy points victory over Collins for this race. An inside line forming here, but DJ Reed kind of breaks that up. He goes 3 wide for fourth here. a close and physical back there in the pack between, I believe, Brad Stover and Durakowski. They keep it off each other. Smith Jr. might have a good run here. He might make a charge at this lead. Foster Henderson might make it 3 wide here. He's split in the middle. 3 wide for the lead. And the person who thought that they had basically an entire control over the field, that has just been snapped. As now the battle is on for first place. Another 3 wide battle here with Paul Jackson down low. Now 4 wide for second here as Landon Smith Jr. is going to get that spot. Oh, they're touching down low. That's going to be close there, but they keep it straight. So 4 wide nearly devolved into a wreck, but now Henderson up high. He might get the wall here. He does not, but that's still a 4 wide situation that we'll have to keep our eyes on here. Close, but it'll just result in the 98 getting pushed high. Here's Keegan Thompson with a huge run in the middle. But the 41 might possibly be making his move up front. He is up to 28th. That won't be probably enough with where Brock stands, but if Brock continues to be on the outside, that might be a bit of a problem. He won't gain as much points on Collins as he might have wanted to. But now Collins is out of the picture, so he has probably been shuffled back outside. 3 wide for lead once again. Harrison, Reed, and Smith Jr. Look at who's got away from that. Brock, and he might be a contender for this win here. As we approach halfway and a couple laps. No, Bateman is going to put him up high, or that'll be in the middle. The middle is quite strong here at Homestead, so we'll have to see how that plays out. Smith Jr. way up high. But it's Harrison leading now. 3 wide to the bottom with, I believe, Owen Crafton in the 33. Yes, it is. So a lot of battling, but not quite a shuffle here at Homestead. You see the 52 of DJ Reed trying to take second place away from William Brock, but Brock gets a push on the outside from Landon Smith Jr. Reed, he looked like he could have used that preferred lane to his advantage, but he's going to miss out on that opportunity. So Reed, he's third in points, but the 2 leaders have basically gotten into a league of their own, so doesn't really matter this late in the season. Brock could make a charge for the lead here if he gets a big enough run. As the front 3 goes single file, he peaks. And to the inside goes William Brock. Well, the 16 is going to use that outside lane to his advantage there. Will he be able to do it again? This time, Brock has a push from Bong. Not quite. So the 16 retains his lead. We now just have just under 10 laps to go. Reed is going to take second back. 41 continues to struggle. 21 continues to prosper. Wouldn't be too surprised if we see a lockup here, but Harrison continues his dominance in the second half. So there's Carter Joe in the first half, then it got a bit interrupted by people who wanted to battle for the lead, and one of the people who took advantage of that was the 16 of Harrison. He got up front. He is leading tonight at Homestead as we head into the final 7 laps at the line. I'll read to the inside. Will he be able to take this lead away? They battle side by side down the back straightaway, and it does not look like he will be able to pull it off. Got a bit of a shove from the 21 off the corner, however. So this time by will be 5 laps remaining at Homestead. If Brock can win this race, that will be basically a championship guaranteed for him. However, we have 2 big wild card tracks coming up. Auto Club and Kansas have both seen some very similar but yet different racing. They both are pretty much shuffles, but Auto Club you have 4 and 5 wide racing, while at Kansas you will see a bit more, I don't want to say collected, but they use the wide space to spread out the lanes. So push from Brock gets Harrison the lead, so he keeps it still over DJ Reed, as Reed now under pressure from Brock on the outside lane for second. Coming to 3 to go now. Will Joshua Harrison hang on? Will DJ Reed finally capture the lead, or will William Brock surprise them all and steal a victory between these two? He's running around in third, but kind of trapped between the 16 and 52. Coming to 2 to go here. And with these two battling for second, it's clear that the 52 will need help. Reed checks up big time here. Brock is going to be able to clear. And now the 75 pulls down inside. Can Yin Bong Gong make a run at this victory? Here they come to the white flag. 1 more lap to go at Homestead. In a fairly tame race. Can Yin Bong Gong steal it? Down the backstretch for the final time. Doesn't look like anyone on back will have a chance. Harrison is going to take the truck that won the championship last season to victory lane this season. Joshua Harrison gets it, and they wreck past the finish line hard into the wall, and a big flip into the pit lane. That's Nathan Ormond. So another final lap crash. This time it's a bit more savage as we see Ormond catch the pit wall and go flipping into the pit lane. So 2 caution-free events in a row with wrecks at the end. So here they are. It was Reynolds and Ormond coming to the line. I think Stover might have had a say in this one as well. Yes, he did. He got into Ormond, then into the 51, and that put them into the wall, and Ormond is going to catch that safer barrier and go pirouetting into pit lane. A scary crash, especially if you're on that pit road, as you see it time and time again. These trucks, they have the ability to catch that wall, get stuck, and just get flung out. Luckily, Ormond refrains from going into the actual stalls where the crew members are and stops around halfway in the width of the pit lane. But nonetheless, a scary crash for Ormond, who goes rolling just past the start-finish line. Once again, we'll take a look from far away, but definitely not what we expected to see. Wow, so Ormond, a scary wreck at the end. He will have to settle with 21st, but that'll be the most highlight time that a 24th or 21st place truck will be getting. So Joshua Harrison comes out with the win. He basically dominated the second half of this race. Second was DJ, where he tried all he could, but just wouldn't be able to get there. Yin Bongong took over William Brock, third and fourth respectively. They will finish there. The 50 of Austin Bateman, another quietly good run here. Paul Jackson, last race's winner, 6th. Dylan Iranian, 7th. Jake Galloway, 8th. Landon Smith Jr., 9th. And Dan Harrison, 10th. Rest of the finishing results, no one out. But Mitchell Collins nearly dead last. So I think this might be Brock's championship. I don't want to say it's confirmed, but I'll do a bit of looking at the point system and see if he's got this locked up, because I don't have it on the season mode where it tells you if they won the championship early. But yeah, race 15, there's just 2 tracks left to decide the champion. One is Auto Club and one is Kansas. 2 very crazy racetracks. And definitely going to see some racing action there, despite if the championship battle is basically already decided. But let's go to Victory Lane with the Hattori Racing's Joshua Harrison, who takes the truck that won the championship last season to Victory Lane in the same place. Thank you for watching the Kobalt Truck Series. We'll see you next time.